It would help if I had my microphone, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Final Approach POV. We're jumping right into it. I'm already in first place across the board here for the Challenge League this week in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Rio de Janeiro Rally Race, Sierra de Corvo Bronco Low Altitude, and the Sao Paulo Precision Landing Challenge. Love being first place across the board. That is awesome. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already doing so. Let's go. Let's see if I can get some world records here into the Precision Landing Challenge. I guess before I start this landing challenge, gonna get a little political. You know, R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk and prayers to his family and the children left behind. Very sad, regardless of your political standpoint. Things like this should never happen. I gotta take a quick break. Be right. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Final Approach POV here. We're flying into Sao Paulo. This is the landing challenge in Flight Simulator 2024. And we're flying a 737 MAX. This is literally my first flight of the day, per se, with this aircraft anyway. I did hop on earlier before stream and played some Challenge League and took first place in the rally race. Shout out to me. But honestly, shout out to everyone else that's in my cohort this week. Tough competition. Alright, I'm going to deploy full flaps here. Roll in some power. Forgot to turn on Tickfinity, so let me get that loaded as well. Can't see where I'm flying now. Alright, hold on. Come on, Tickfinity. Alright, Tickfinity's on. Alright, so full flaps deployed, 132 knots, 130 knots or so. Gonna roll in some more power. I want to be around 60, 61%, sometimes 62%. Really just matters how far you are and your speed. I'm at 120 knots, so I'm gonna go above 61%. And there we go. Leveled flight, and gonna float right in and kiss the runway with the landing gear. I'm already flared, so at this point it's just a matter of accuracy. Gonna start rolling in some more power. And I'm at 0 feet per minute right now.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh, touchdown. A little late. It's hard flying low and slow. It really is. It really is hard flying low and slow. Flaps up, reverse thrusters. Speed brakes, all that's deployed. I add the parking brake because it's a video game, doesn't matter. And the challenge will end soon. Might have to restart the stream because the statistics are kind of bad here, off to a bad start. Yeah, 1.4 million, my first attempt, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too freaking shabby. Gonna go ahead and shut off autopilot, add a little thrust. We're landing in Sao Paulo, flying a Boeing 737 MAX for the landing challenge. Flaps. Let me line up with the runway. Start rolling in some more power here. This is some bad flying, just a little distracted here trying to get the stream settings right. But here we go. We're lining right back up.
400.
Look at that. I can pull the HUD so you can see I'm lined up. Well, the target's off to the left, but that's because there's a crosswind. So that's why I say I am lined up. It's the crosswind. See, it's slowly pushing us over to the right.
400.
Should have kind of let you watch, but it's slowly pushing us over to the right.
300.
I don't use the HUD. I don't think it's bad in any way. You know, it's there. Use it if you want to. Nothing wrong with it. I can use it for the hell of it, but I normally don't use it. Sometimes on stream I'll pop it out.
200.
Sometimes I'll have a little fun here flying super low. I'm already low as is, and I know that, but I'm doing this totally on purpose to come in low and slow. I want to kiss the runway with the landing gear.
100.
I got full flaps deployed, 61% thrust. Little off to the left. I gotta pause the game. Give me 1 second, folks. My bad, folks. I thought the camera was frozen or something. I just got a phone call. I had to take the phone call. My bad, folks. But let's hop back in. We're right here at the landing. Let me see if I can center my brain. We're like maybe 150 feet away from the runway. No, hold on. We can actually see here. All right, cool. Not too far. Let's go. Or not too close is what I meant to say. But there we go. Look, we're lined in with the runway. 120 something knots. Can't really see. 121 knots. 0 feet per minute. I have full control of the aircraft.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Overshot, but landed at 100 feet per minute. All right, I'll definitely do better on this next attempt with less distractions. I'm sure this is going to be 1.2, 1.3 million, something along those lines. Yeah, overshot the touchdown a little bit. What I said, 1.2, 1.3, and it's actually 1.1 million. I overshot it, but it was 1.1. It was 100 feet per minute, or negative 100 feet per minute, which maintained the high score. But yeah, I definitely overshot it. Everyone, feel free to check out my YouTube as well. Tap that screen, drop some likes, hit that share button. Even if you're not going to share it, it helps out the algorithm just by tapping share. You got to shut off autopilot right at the beginning, or the plane will continue to bounce up and down. Appreciate the shares, catch up. And we're just gonna fly in low here. We got 30 degrees of flaps, 50% engines. We're just descending on down. During takeoff, what? vertical speed do you use for this aircraft? I don't recall off the top of my head. I think it might be maybe 165 knots to take off. I don't know off the top of my head. The realistic calculation is going to be based off weight or yada yada, but the actual like what you can take off with in game on an empty plane, I don't know. I fly different planes all the time. I don't recall.
300.
But I will say this Boeing 737 is probably my favorite plane.
300.
It just feels so easy to use and so easy to control in flight. I feel like I can do whatever I want with it. It almost feels like a fighter jet, almost.
200.
Like like if you've ever flown the Icon A5, it's a flying boat, and it really is a flying boat and feels like a flying boat. But the Boeing feels like a flying boat, but with the maneuverability of a jet. This is not a force feedback yoke.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Crosswind made me drift off a little.
20. 10.
Touchdown at 150. And it looks like I didn't flare, but I'm flared the entire time. That's the way you fly in low and slow with the flare already. So there's no need to flare on landing. So I come in at an angle, or this, I come in at an angle. So I'm playing with the plane like that for my view for my landing. And then I come in with power so I can just maintain that angle and land at 0 feet per minute. That's why my scores are, relatively high, 1.3 million. So far, my personal best, 1.7. Yesterday, I did 1.756, just about 1,500 or so shy of my personal best. So the strategy does work, but it is hard. Trust me, it is super hard to fly in low and slow. Do you want to become a pilot? Yeah. I am studying to become a pilot. I do have real flight hours. I've flown really a Cessna 172. I also have the honeycomb yoke. And the honeycomb yoke compared to an actual Cessna, if I can compare the game to real life, the game and the honeycomb yoke are a lot more sensitive than real life. You have a little more or a lot more margin of pulling your yoke and controls. The turning is almost the same, but the back and forth movement of the yoke or in and out movement of the yoke on a Cessna is a lot more sensitive in the game than it is in real life. Just my experience. Would you go for a commercial or just PPL? I would definitely love to go for commercial. If you're gonna do it, go all out. I'm not in the military, so I won't be able to, fly jets. Jet fighters. Everybody can't be Tom Cruise,
300.
but I would love to fly commercial jets. Would you recommend the Boeing Thrustmaster yoke? I love it, honestly. I think it's a great piece of hardware in general. It's multi-purpose where you can fly jets in game, and it's almost like a flight stick, or at least operates almost like a flight stick. Thank you for the follow, guys. Obviously, it's not the exact same as a flight stick, but it can at least give you that feel. Holding it down with one hand. I do have the honeycomb yoke, and I also have the Logitech Hotus One flight stick. I don't use it because I lost the adapter, and once you lose the adapter, there ain't nothing you can do. You can't do anything with it. It becomes a paperweight.
200. 100.
And I'm flying in low on purpose. I know the landing or approach speed for this aircraft is 135 with a landing at 125. So I try to fly in low and slow. I'm around 135 right now. And see, I'm already pitched up almost 8 degrees or so. 7 to 8 degrees. If I pitch up anymore, I'll be putting myself up for a tail strike. And right now, 0 feet per minute. Here I go.
10.
Controlling the height of the aircraft with the thrust and land. The plane just touched down at 100 feet per minute, but I definitely overshot it while talking. My own fault. But just talk to you guys through the exact landing. I'm gonna redo it, of course, and try and cut the power a bit sooner. And I don't even need to cut the power. I can land with the power on, actually. Most of the time I do land with the power on, but that time I attempted to cut the power. Because I felt I was going to overshoot it, and then I did overshoot it, so. It is what it is. Still 1.6 million. So I'm telling you guys, the method works. Low and slow, come in at that angle and just let the landing gear kiss the runway. Drop some likes, folks. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching via YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate everyone tuning in again, guys. I'm Final Approach POV, aka Shut Up Shush in game, and we're flying landing challenges. First things first, the game's a little glitchy, so you do have to cut off the autopilot, and now the plane will stop bouncing up and down. We've done a few serious landings here. Gonna have a little fun at the beginning. Gotta relieve some stress. This is MSFS 2024. Who you think is more harder, low and slow or high and fast? High and fast means do a go around. Low and slow means you can accelerate and you have some room to land your plane. But flying the plane low and slow in general is difficult. It is definitely difficult. I'm gonna fly in between these buildings here, and notice how I'm pulling in a lot of thrust. Ooh, there we go. Pulling in a lot of thrust to make this happen. Wham! Right through it. Woo! Almost hit the building. See, I said this thing operates almost like a jet. I mean, obviously it's a commercial jet, but you get what I'm saying? I'm really close to the runway. Let me see if I can save this landing. We're coming in a little fast. Gonna deploy full flaps, speed brakes as well because I'm coming in so fast.
200.
And we're losing speed. As I'm saving this bad boy, the flaps are still deploying. Still coming in too fast. I'm low, but not low and slow. I'm low and fast.
200.
Let me see. I think I managed to save us. Retract the speed brake. That's why the aircraft went flying up like that, floating. We're good. I think I managed to save us for this landing.
50. 40. 30.
0 feet per minute.
20. 10.
0 feet. With the power on, I'm gonna land at 0 feet. Ooh. Man. Takeoff config. What do you mean? Oh, So you can see on camera, I deployed the reverse thrusters, but sometimes it's glitchy, I guess. So the reverse thrusters didn't deploy. Actually, it went for full thrusters, and that was that alarm you heard. So on this, there's switches in the front. You gotta retract and detract or whatever, and that activates the. I thought that was gonna be a higher score. That activates the reverse thrusters. I thought that was gonna be a way higher score. I'm gonna buy that game and then get the Boeing yoke for Christmas. That's awesome. Tap that screen, folks. Drop some likes. Helps push the algorithm, or at least push the stream on the algorithm. I am a world record holder. Thank you for the follow. I am a world record holder, and I'm sharing live tips live on stream. Look me up in game. Shut up, shush. Several world records out there for landing challenges. For me, most notably, number 3 for St. Bart's. That's my favorite one because that's super hard in my opinion, and I managed to get that high score there, number 3 in the world. Shout out to Revamped. He has the number 1 spot. But shout out to Revamped in general because I talk with him a lot, and he's helped me out improve as a pilot as well and become better at landings. Why is it ballooning? That's in the beginning of when the challenge starts. The autopilot does that, and the trim is just fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just the game. That's the game for you. That's a classic Microsoft Simulator 2024. It's very glitchy. The graphics are amazing. You know, everything outside looks amazing. The city looks beautiful. But the game is glitchy as hell.
300. 200.
Make sure that speed brake is down.
200.
Yep, flying in low on purpose. Low and slow is the way to go. That's how we get high scores. Let's see how low we are. Everybody in the neighborhood is pissed off. So much noise pollution. And we're already pitched, as I mentioned earlier. We come in at a pitch and let the plane kiss the runway. Drifting off a little bit to the right. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's give it some more thrust.
100.
Because we're at 120 knots, low and slow. Thank you for the follow. We're at 0 feet per minute, under 100 feet. So here's where the difficult part is.
30.
I'm gonna stay quiet and just fly us.
20. 10.
Ooh, not as smooth as I would like. I wanted to land, obviously, sub 100, but that was around 200. I don't think it's going to yield a very high score, if I'm being honest. We'll see. Sometimes it's surprising. Yep, might be a bit low. For 1.4 million, I'll take it. We don't care about Pappy Lights here on Final Approach POV. Pappy Lights aren't going to help us get high scores. It's a lot easier to fly in low and slow and get the higher score. So far, I'm 1.7 million. I'm not in the world record board for this specific challenge yet. I am first place across the board in the cohort this week, but shout out to Revamp. Shout out to Z Carnival, Shelling Jam, Dan Rael, G, Simon BRYT, Jonathan, and Bane Neptune 64. Bruno Tao, well recognized name, seen his name in a lot of different places. At 1.9 million, they're killing it. Revamps up there with at the 12th spot with 1.868. Even getting that 1.9 million is super crazy. 1.8 is crazy in general, but that 1.9 is super crazy. This is Flight Simulator 2024. Tap that screen, folks. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm Final Approach POV. Let's land this 737 here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is the landing challenge, and we're looking to get high scores, so I'm going to be flying in low and slow. I don't care about the pappy lights. I don't care about Pappy lights. Pappy left me a long time ago.
Sync rate.
Yada, 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 yada. Oh, my talk to speech was off. Sorry about that. I was wondering, like, I don't hear anything. Gonna deploy full flaps. We got engines at 47. We're gonna increase that to around 61%, 60% or so. We got full flaps again. No speed brakes, 147 knots. Mr. MCD, how are you, bro? I'm doing great. Just started a new job and everything. And it's kind of messing up with my live stream schedule. So it is what it is. It's not a job as a pilot. I'm not there yet, but
300.
we're at full flaps, 131 knots or so. We're gonna continue this attitude right on in as we're lined up with the runway. Gonna add a little more power.
200.
Trim our ailerons to the left, which now you can see we got a little bit better level flight. This is where we want to be, right here. Right here. Trim. All right, I'm trimming the rudder a little bit to the left. There we go. Oh, this is that crosswind. It's not even too high, but it just, when you're low and slow like this, it's a lot harder. Add a little more power.
100. 50. 40.
Ooh, right.
30.
Hold on.
10.
It's an overshoot again. It's so tough, bro. I'm telling you, it's so tough. It's so tough to glide in low and slow like that. It's not nowhere near easy to fly in low like that. But it definitely helps get those higher scores. It's the only way I know to come in at 0 feet per minute. Still 1.3 million. Yesterday I did this, the 1.756. So, let's just give it another shot. We'll keep going. We'll definitely get higher score here. Shout out to everyone joining us via YouTube and or TikTok. Check out my YouTube if you're joining us via TikTok. A lot more content on there as well. Not just flight sim landing, but airplane documentation and documentaries and stuff like that, as well as aviation news. Let's deploy the flaps a little bit deeper down to 20 degrees. I'm trying to land low on purpose or fly in low and slow on purpose. Appreciate the follow. Even have a little fun in the meantime. We're pointing down towards the ground. Oh my god, the passengers are terrified. All right, we got to deploy another set of flaps. Shout out to anyone who can land like this third person and get a high score. I actually did yesterday for the first time ever live on stream, and I got 900,000, not a million, which is pretty good if you ask me. But this is so weird to fly like this. I find this to be so difficult. I'm gonna give it a shot just because. Add some more power. Deploy another set of flaps. We're at 30 degrees. 134 knots. Gonna give in some more power and deploy that last set of flaps. And we'll maintain 130 knots. See if we can maintain this angle on the way in.
What's the difference between MSFS 2020 and 2024?
24s and 4K graphics. That's really the main difference. But 2024 is also a lot more glitchy. Man, that crosswind starts beating you up and pushing you towards the right. You gotta crab it in.
Where can Elle get it from?
Xbox and PC exclusive.
Ooh, 2020 also can do 4K? Aren't their trailer was in
Ooh,
4K?
too soon. Definitely a little soon on the landing. Do I speak French? No. 1 million in third person view. Not too bad if you ask me. Again, guys, I don't fly third person, so getting a million like that's not too bad if you ask me.
What are you smoking?
Vape.
Do you have OT biplanes in MSFS?
Do you have OT? Oh, do you have to buy planes? No, I mean they give you a certain amount of planes in the beginning. Then obviously there are planes for sale as well. I have the premium deluxe package, so I have an extra, I don't know, 30 something planes. The 737 Max that I'm flying right now is not included in the base game, but if you want to fly it, you can play the challenge, which I'm playing now, and you can fly the plane. You don't necessarily have to land it right away. You can take it out for a joyride. But if you're trying to do the whole simulation experience, you're gonna have to purchase the plane. But that's the 737 Max. I think the game comes with the Airbus A320 Neo. I think it comes with the 747. It comes with the Dreamliner as well, the
Yay
wide
pilot can vape on cockpit
wide one.
100%.
500,
I don't know. I'm vaping in my home. I'm in my home, so it don't matter. Deploying 20 degrees of flaps. I'm gonna come in with less flaps this time, maybe. Nah. Well, yeah. Let's see. Less flaps.
400,
I'm gonna come in with 30 degrees of flaps instead of 40.
300, 300,
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate everyone tuning in again. I'm flying in low and slow on purpose. A Boeing 737 Max. 30 degrees of flaps, 130 knots. Low and slow on purpose. This is harder than it looks.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Touchdown at 240, and I massively pulled back the yoke. Oh, we floated. Let's just redo that shit. Ah, I pulled the yoke back too far. I definitely pulled the yoke back too far.
Butter.
It was smooth regardless, but what happened was I ended up floating. And then it touched down. Because of the float and everything, it you know, the score is not gonna be good. So that's why I just restarted. It happens. Low and slow is hard. It's hard to fly in like that at an angle with the right thrust. I can show the reverse thrusters when I land. I can't land in third person like this or at this view. I can't make that happen. I'll be honest. I have to land in the cockpit. That's how I've always played flight sim anyway, the first person view. I guess for the simulation aspect of it. Yeah, that crosswind, you can see it pushing the plane. Trimming my ailerons. There we go, level flight.
At Jussim_cripping.
Cripping? What do you mean cripping?
400.
Ah, I got distracted by chat. It's all good. It's my fault. We're fine. See, just correct the plane. All good. We got the right thrust control.
How much is your PC?
Pro tip, everyone. Pro tip. Power controls your altitude, pitch controls your speed. If you master that concept, you'll always have control of your aircraft. And make good landings. My PC alone was 4K. It's RTX 4090, 32 gigs of RAM, i9 KF, something like that. i9 3KF, 300 KF, something like
Dame.
that. Yep, I also have VR. I don't know if you can see it in camera. I have the VR there. I do play in VR sometimes. I'm gonna have to deploy that last flap because I am too fast.
Would you get your license removed for vaping?
I don't believe so. I'm about to quit anyway because my new job, I have to be in office, and their policy is no smoking on campus. So I have to be in a hybrid schedule in office and work from home.
30, 20, 10.
So you're not an airline pilot?
Nope. The reverse thrusters didn't kick in. No, they should have kicked in.
Can you remind me what GPU you have?
i9 300 KF, something like that. Oh, GPU, RTX 4090. Oh, my bad. I forgot to show the reverse thrusters. I'll do it next time. Yeah, that wasn't the best landing. I know it. Good landing, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Too low of approach.
That's
Yep.
a solid GPU.
I do low approaches on purpose. That's how we get those high scores. To get that 0 feet per minute, we want to fly in low and slow like that. That's the way I do it. just upgraded to the 3060 Ti. That's awesome.
Seat rate. 1,000.
Having some fun here. Gonna try and fly in between the buildings. What buildings, you ask? These right here on my right.
500.
Might be tight.
400.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
800. 200.
Yes. Wow. Oh, that's, I got the worst camera angle. My bad. After all that, let's make this landing happen. Gonna deploy full flaps, help slow us down, increase some thrust here so we don't crash into the apartments and buildings and life below. And we'll start decreasing our speed. No need for speed brakes. We're at 150 knots. Full flaps are deployed. Let's get these engines down to 60%.
100.
Trim upwards a little bit. Ooh, and it's so hard right here once we get these lower speeds. We're at 140 knots. I'm gonna actually maybe use a little speed brake. There we go. Get us to 133 knots. Continue losing some speed.
100.
Retract those speed brakes. Regain control of the aircraft. There we go. We're flying right on in. 0 feet per minute. Let's make this happen.
40. 30. 20. 10.
0 feet per minute. I hit it. Ah! It was 150. I thought I was at 0 feet per minute. So it looks like I overshot it some. It ended up being 150. There's the reverse thrusters. 1.571 million. That's because I did 150 feet per minute. Oh man, I felt like that was gonna be so much better. Then again, I did all this craziness leading up to there. Considering, I went flying through the city like that. Let's fly this one in a bit more serious. Hit that follow button if you're not already following, guys. I'm a world record holder. I get butter landings. I'm just trying to get more world records and hopefully land myself somewhere in the world record for this particular challenge. I'm almost there. I'm getting there, getting better. I need to hit 1.85, something like that, million, 1.85 million to at least hit number 14, I think, in the world. The number one spot is 1.9 and change. So shout out to, I think it was Bruno Tao. That's crazy. 1.5 million. Oh, I'm sorry, 1.9 million. That's crazy in general. Drop some likes, folks. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching via YouTube. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm Final Approach POV. I'm bringing back the power so I can stop this descent before we crash into the buildings below. We're pretty much aligned with the runway here. And we're going to fly in low and slow. We're already at 133 knots. 200 feet per minute, 300 feet per minute. We're going to maintain a steady attitude going in. Don't worry, we're not going to crash into anyone below. Appreciate the follow. We're not crashing into anyone below. They'll be all right. So you can see our attitude, you know. 0 feet per minute right now with a angle of attack of 6 degrees. And that's why you don't see me flare much when I land. I'm already flared going in. This is 0 feet per minute right now. And as I point down, our speed picks up. I mean, our speed and our vertical speed as well. But I'm truly controlling the vertical speed with the power. All I need to do is pitch up when I wanna land. You know, a traditional flare. But I don't really have to flare. I'm already flared coming in.
200.
It's just a matter of managing that 0 feet per minute glide right into the target.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I was 250. Appreciate the follow. It's going to be a high score, but that landing was at 250 feet per minute. Not the best, if I'm being honest. Oh, wow. 1.5 million still. You know, everyone, let me know your scores in the comments. Let me know the typical scores you guys get. You know, I'm scoring back to back 1.5, 1.4, 1.3. Getting these higher scores are a lot harder than it seems. Appreciate everyone tuning in again. Hit that follow button if you're not already following. I'm Final Approach POV, aka Shut Up Shush in game. And we're landing 737 here in Sao Paulo. The plane decided to go full thrust, so we got to rectify that, and I'm going to use my speed brakes to descend down without gaining so much speed. Speed brakes and flaps. I need to descend down a lot more rapidly than usual because the game just had us flying through the air. So Saurus, too low. That's exactly how I want to fly in. Low and slow. Let's retract the speed brakes, roll back some power. Make our final approach here. We're at 131 knots. We're good to go. We fixed our problem of ascending too high at the beginning. Now we're nice and low and slow at 129, 28 knots.
500.
30 degrees of flaps.
400.
Let's use our HUD just for the fun of it. I love zooming out as well. That actually helps with the perspective. You can see how I line up. You can even see my 350 feet per minute there on the right of the HUD, 400 feet per minute. When I want to
400.
go to 0,
What game
I'll
is it?
increase some power.
300.
See, we're at 400, 350, 300, 250, you know, just by increasing some power. 150 feet per minute.
300. 200.
So the trick is to increase some power as you come in for landing without gaining too much speed and just reducing your feet per minute on landing. That's really the trick here. 200, 250 feet per minute. Ah, forgot my speed brake. It's all right. We'll go coming in slow enough. See, 1.5 million, even though I feel like it wasn't the best. It's still smooth. It's still a super smooth landing. Continuing to, well, I got a warning. I wasn't asking anyone for any gifts. What the hell's going on here? Gifts are for viewers to show appreciation for your content. They are not a way to send you money or to fundraise. Continue to ask for gifts inappropriately violates the program terms and may result in gift suspension during your live. What the hell is happening here? I haven't even asked for any gifts. Why am I being warned? Did somebody report me for some BS? Because that's BS, bro. I haven't even asked. I have not asked for one gift. I've asked for likes and some followers, but not even gifts. So why am I being warned here? This is crazy. I don't know. Appreciate everyone tuning in. This is Final Approach POV. Hit that follow button, hit that share button, hit that like button. Hit that share button even if you're not going to share it. Just pressing it helps out the algorithm. Thank you all for tuning in again, guys. I'm going to deploy my flaps, line up with the runway, and fly right in. What game is this? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Over here trying to fix my phone for monitoring. My bad. Got distracted here trying to fix my phone. I'm too low. Yep, I want to fly in low and slow on purpose. You'll see why in a minute. We'll get these high scores. Appreciate the follow. Low and slow is the way to go.
200, 100,
Gonna increase thrust and deploy a last set of flaps. Even though I've been consistently getting 1.5 million with 30 degrees of flaps, I'm actually increasing thrust more than before. I'm at 64%. So I want to see if the higher thrust will help me maintain that zero feet per minute longer for the landing. And I need the flaps to help keep my speed down. So right now I'm at 134, 135, which is the appropriate speed for this aircraft anyway.
40, 30, 20, 10,
Ooh, overshot, but it's a 0 feet per minute landing. No, I'm still floating. I'm still floating here. You want butter? There's your butter. it don't get any more butter than this. Just because I have, look, the thrust going. There you go. But that's an accurate representation of what I'm trying to do. You see how I was just floating there into the landing? That's all I'm trying to do. But you see how I overshot it, but I was able to at least give you a representation of what I'm doing, you know? It's just harder from that view, of course. You can see I'm all lopsided, whatever, it don't matter. And it's that low because I just completely overshot the landing. Like, you saw how long I was gliding for, you know? Like I was literally showing you the camera angle and everything for how long I was gliding. But hey, you know, it is what it is. That was the purpose. Appreciate the follow. I don't know what's up with my YouTube. I'm like got zero views on YouTube. But what the hell's going on? Is the YouTube blocked? Is it even live on YouTube? There we go. Oh, I got viewers on YouTube. It's just not showing me. That's so weird. Let's fix the camera, or at least get back to it. Shut off the autopilot, make our late turn here, roll back some power, deploy some flaps. Woo, not the best turn, don't care.
500. 400.
Appreciate the follow. Again, we're flying in low and slow on purpose. I'm doing this totally intentional.
300.
Thank you for the follow.
Boeing
We're
is
at
an easier aircraft than Airbus to fly for low and slow.
Yes, no, yes and no. I don't know. That's a good question.
200.
Look at this. Bang! I don't want to use that anyway. I can. I don't want to. Let's glide her right in. Increasing some thrust.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh! I don't know how I feel about that landing. And it was at 250. I honestly don't think it was a good one. I'm not confident in that one. But you never know. The score might show me some light. But I'm honestly not confident in that score. No, I didn't bounce. I didn't bounce at all, but too much float for sure. It was still 1.1 million. Let's give it another shot, of course. 9 out of 10, thank you. Appreciate that. It was still a smooth landing. Anything with a million is going to be a smooth landing. So, you know, regardless of how it may look on stream, anything at 1,000,000 points is still smooth overall. This is a landing challenge. So you have to get on target, perfect orientation of the aircraft, and close to 0 feet per minute. Didn't feel smooth to you? Well, you're not on the plane and you're watching on stream, and looks can be deceiving sometimes. You know, anything at 1,000,000 is going to be a smooth landing. That was still 200 or 250 feet per minute, which is still okay. You know, you're not knocking trays over. 500 and over is a bit harder, obviously.
1,000.
Deploying flaps, increasing thrust.
400.
Right there's where I want to be. Look at that. Bang! Here, fixing the trim. Yeah, ignore him. He's just trolling.
Why don't you follow the poppy light?
Pappy Light is not going to help me get high scores. Thank you for the follow.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
I understand her right.
10.
Woo! 0 feet per minute, baby. And I was falling short. I gave it mad thrust. I saved it. I did float because I saved it, but I put it back down. We'll see what the score says.
Replay the landing.
Unfortunately, I can't do a replay. It's because the challenges don't record it for you. 1.3 million, not bad, but I know with that float, but it doesn't judge you on the float, so I could have overshot the target some. Or undershot it, just depends. So right at the beginning, you do got to cut off the autopilot. Have a little fun here. I'm going to fly in between these buildings.
Sink rate.
There are some buildings down here somewhere. They're just hard to see at the moment, but there they go. Right up top right. I'm going to fly a little left, then to the right, fly right through them. Actually, I'm not going to bother. I'll fly between the other side here to the left of the building.
Bait Nas Torres Jamias.
Thank you for the follow. Right over this building. Whoa! It's all about control of the aircraft. Full flaps, reduce thrust a little bit, make this bank. Nobody's on board. Who gives a shit? It's a landing challenge. We don't care about regulations. Look how low we are. Again, we don't care. Ooh, appreciate the follow, guys. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank
Too low
you.
terrain.
40, 30,
Owned FICA SE Aeroporto.
20, 10,
You wish you could land as smooth as that. Yo, that was 100 feet per minute. If that ain't
Game name.
1.7, 1.8 million, I don't know, man. If anything, and maybe I overshot the target, but that was so beautiful from the cockpit.
Butter.
That was
RFS.
ultimate butter. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not shit. I'm like surprised at how much butter that was.
Are you a pilot in real life?
Nah, damn, 1.4. I thought that was gonna be a lot higher, man. That landing was so smooth. That was so smooth. I wish I had the recording because I would have
You're a
hit the
bit too low
replay.
there, mate.
Yeah. I want to be low. Doing low on purpose. $67? What? What's that? Are you a pilot in real life? No, I do have real flight hours.
Game name PLS.
This is Flight Simulator 2024. I have real flight hours. I've done some touch and goes in the Cessna 172. I'm studying for the PPL now, but probably won't get it till next year. You know, you do got to pay for flight hours and all that jazz, so kind of gonna give it a
Nova
break.
York.
I'm assuming something about New York. I only do landing challenges. There is a landing challenge in New York, a 747, I believe. Gonna deploy flaps. Appreciate the follow. Shout out to everyone joining via YouTube and TikTok. Hit that follow button, hit that sub button if you're not already doing so. Give the channel a thumbs up or give the stream a thumbs up. And if you're checking me out via TikTok, please consider checking out my YouTube as well. A lot more content. Aviation related, gaming, aviation news, documentaries, disaster recreations, a lot of flight, whatever I can use Flight Simulator for, I'm doing it.
500,
We're at 40 degrees of flaps, lining up with the runway. We're a little off to the left, which is fine. I'm fixing the aircraft now.
400,
I'm gonna zoom out and use the HUD this time just because I feel like it. I don't know, I jump around between using the HUD, not using the HUD. This view is better too. You guys can see the motion of the throttle. Look at that. Aiming the plane at the runway, just pretty much using throttle.
200,
Look at that. Beautiful.
100,
Ooh, stall warning.
WSG.
Just give it a little more thrust.
100,
There we go. 111 knots. Low and slow.
What game is this?
Flight Sim 2024. Oh, snap. Yo, that's the first time I've ever crashed like that. Wow. That's insane. That's the first time ever. Wow, that's funny. Well, we are cooking with fire. We are cooking with fire.
Only if you could have done that, it would have been such a high score.
Yeah, I think I was on track there for that high score. The way I was lined up, the pitch, the feet per minute was pretty good, and obviously I hit a tree or the top of a building. You know, it is what it is. It's a game. What yoke should I get? It depends what you like flying more. You know, this is a simulator, so it's a matter of what experience are you going for. If you like Airbuses, get the Airbus flight stick. If you like Boeings and you want to fly other planes, because more planes have yokes than they do have flight sticks. Let me rephrase that. I don't
Latinas.
know if that's 100% true, but the traditional experience of a plane is with a yoke. You know, so the flight stick era, whatever Airbus introduced into commercial airliners, but you know, it's really up to you. What do you prefer, a flight stick or the yoke? The yoke did come first. It is more traditional, but I mean, it's up to you. I have the honeycomb yoke as well, but I still use the bone yoke more than anything.
Latinas are awesome. You know who it is.
300.
See, I'm a little bit higher than I normally come in. I guess I'm mentally PTSD from crashing already that one time.
200.
I'm not that low. There you go. You can see I'm not that low. I mean, I kind of am.
Hola.
Oh shit, drifted off course there.
I like the yoke better cause to me it feels like there's more control than a flight stick.
50.
PTSD for distraction from Latinas.
30.
We go 0 feet per minute.
20. 10.
Perfect, 0 feet per minute. I don't know if I can. Oh, the freaking reverse thrusters did. Bro, that's bullshit. It landed us twice. The reverse thrusters didn't. It's not kicking in. I hope it counted that first landing, bro, because that's some bullshit. That's some complete bullshit, bro. That's the second time today the reverse thrusters didn't kick in,
Typical
bro.
flight sim.
I landed at 0 feet per minute. It was perfect. It was, bro. What a way for a flight sim to sabotage me, man. Flight sim freaking sabotage me, bro. I don't know, man. It's not. I don't think it's gonna count the first landing. Yeah, that was some bullshit, bro. Superior bullshit. On a real flight, you physically touch the reverse thrusters and click them up and move them forward. In a real flight. So as I did click them up physically on my control surface, they did not engage, as you see them not engaging now. See? Autopilot. They're not even engaging now. I can understand if they don't engage now as a safety feature, but when I landed the plane, they did not engage, and that completely screwed up my score. That was complete BS, bro. Freaking Microsoft with its glitches. I know you have to have it all the way back as well on the throttle quadrant. So I always make sure I literally feel the end of the access before clicking and engaging. So that was the game.
Sync rate.
That was frustrating, man, because that was so beautiful. I think that one was it. 1.9 million. If I'm being honest, I thought that was 1.9 million. I touched down at 0 FPM.
400.
Let's see if I can recreate it. I'm that good, I'll do it again, right? I should have been recording so I can review footage to double check what speed settings I had, what power and everything, because all that matters.
300.
Appreciate the follow. Kwang. Give more power since I'm a bit low here.
100.
Yeah, see, 100. Traumatized now since the first time I hit. There we go. I'm right there on stall speed as well, 100 knots. I'm right there.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
150. Well, I'm already frustrated if I'm being honest. That one, that other landing kind of really frustrated me if I'm being honest. Stupid game settings, man. I don't feel confident in this score either. Maybe 1.2, 1.3 million. Yeah. And again, guys, I'm frustrated right now. Let's give it a second.
Sink rate.
At Dexel 1BC no.
1000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 200. 200. 200. 100. 100.
He is low because he is trying to get points,
50.
not aiming for realism.
100. 50. 40.
Nice. At Emmanuel J. Student Pilot, I have a PC. Really expensive but worth it. Yo pilot. How long you've been playing? He's still not back. Can we see replay? At final approach POV. At LSO. Nice landing.